I'm sorry, guys. I just spent 12 minutes talking and you couldn't hear a word I said, did you? It's one of those things, right? Okay, I'll just start over and cut all that stuff out when I upload it the repeat, okay? I am so sorry, guys. Welcome to WCS at home. Everybody makes mistakes, right? Myself included. I am a human. So I made a few mistakes. You probably listened to me saying nothing. Hopefully you stuck around till I figured it out that there was no sound. Um, I'm gonna go back and kind of talk about what I talked about already. Okay, sorry about that. I'm so sorry. Okay, first things first. I tried my interactive story time today. It was supposed to be for kindergarten and first grade. I am so disappointed to say that nobody came to today's meeting, story time, and that breaks my heart because I was going to read the Dinky Donkey and I didn't get a chance to. I hope that we can reschedule that and that you will be encouraged to come again next time. Um, we do have story time tomorrow for grades 2nd and 3rd grade, where I will be reading Space Brat. Don't forget to come to that. It's really easy to come to story time. All you have to do is go to the distance learning page, find the link for the story time, click on it, join the meeting. Really simple. I hope to see many of you there tomorrow. I want to read to you guys. I want to see you guys. I want to talk to you. So please consider joining those meetings. 4th and 5th grade story time, you will be on Thursday. And if I have some membership again this week, then I'll try to do kindergarten again on Friday, okay? Um, like I said, 1:30 in the afternoon is a really good time just because my toddler's asleep and he's not going to be running in and out while I'm trying to read to you guys, okay? All right, so are you working on your distance learning journals? Don't forget, I challenge you to do that every single day of your distance learning experience. I'd like you to write in your journal. Tell us about what you're learning about. Tell us what was exciting. Tell us what your struggles were and challenges, and keep it on moving, okay? So today's challenge for you to do in your journal is, I have two, just in case you want to pick one. The first one is to go outside and observe your environment, okay? Go out there and check out the trees, the flowers, the bugs, all the things out there that you can see, and take some time to observe them, draw them, describe them, write about them. Are you looking at a really cool bug? Are you looking at a really pretty flower? Draw it, talk about it. What does it look like? What is it doing? Like I was telling you before you could hear me, I was raking the yard this weekend and I found a really big grubby bug. It was like really long like this and it was really fat and it was yellow and it had these little body parts, little body segments, and a red head. It was a really weird looking grubby grub. I want to look it up and see what kind of grubby grub it was. But when I came in, I was hot and tired and forgot. But now that I remember, I'm going to go look it up when I get off the show and see what I can figure out what it was. But those are things I can do. Spark your imagination, spark your inquiry, make you wonder, oh, what is that? Let me go look it up now. And now that you've written all the notes in your journal, you know what it looks like and you can go look it up. If you don't want to go outside, maybe it's already raining in your house, you can try the second one, which is find some recyclables in your house now that you've been in your house for a few days, right? Stuck like Chuck. You might have some paper towel rolls, some empty boxes, some bags, some paper. Why don't you try to build something, create something, build a house or a little town, or create an invention and model your invention by creating something with these materials. Those are some really great ideas for you to do. Write about it in your journal. Talk about what you did and why you did it. What was your thought process? Take some pictures and send them to me so I can show them on the show, and I can share them with everyone else. Those are some great ideas for you guys to do while you're at home. I hope that you are trying some of those things. Today, I worked a little bit on my garden this morning before it started raining. I got one box done. That sounds like not a lot, right? But I had to break up the soil and pull up all the weeds and bag up all the weeds and layer the soil out, put my little mesh down so the moles can't get in my garden, then put the blocks down. You guys, I'm using cement blocks, okay? So it's a lot of work to get one box done, so I'm proud of myself. I'm hoping to get another one done later today or tomorrow. But all right, I'm going to show you something else I found out about that you guys might be interested in. If you remember yesterday, I showed you the Mo Williams lunch doodles, and especially my younger guys who like Gerald and Piggy, you might have really been interested in that. Well, I'm going to share another author who's doing really cool things. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you might want to tell you some of her books. It is Kate DiCamillo. She wrote The Tale of Despero, which I love that book, guys. She wrote Because of Winn-Dixie. She wrote The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane, which I was reading to some third graders last year, if you remember. She wrote so many other books too. She is a fabulous author. She has her own Facebook page that you can follow, and she loves talking to her fans. She loves to write, and she loves to share with people. So she actually is on YouTube. I'm going to show you real quick. Okay, there she is on YouTube. And she started something yesterday called Writing Tips from Kate DiCamillo. So all you have to do is just kind of look up, you can look up the title, Writing Tips from Kate DiCamillo, in the search window of YouTube. You can just type her in there and look it up, and you'll see her video. They're really, really short. She does an activity. She gives you a writing tip, and then she gives you like something to do, and you do it. And then the next show, she's actually done 2 parts so far. So I suggest you start with part 1, obviously. You can catch up with her. And she did it too. When I was looking at part 2, I saw that she did the activity that she asked y'all to do so that you guys can share and talk about it together. And like I said, she loves talking to her fans. So I'm sure you can comment. See, people have already commented. You can comment on the videos, talk to her about what you did, and maybe she'll talk back. Maybe she'll talk about you on the show. So there's that. And that is an awesome thing for you guys to check out, especially my older kids, maybe my 3rd through 5th graders, if you are exploring being an author. Even if you're not working on being an author, we all have to write throughout our lives for various reasons or the other. So I encourage you to check out Kate DiCamillo's writing tips, her little shows on YouTube. Very cool. Looks like she's homebound too. So we're all stuck in the same thing, but we can help each other out while we're doing it, okay? All right. Let's see. Speaking of how I found Kate DiCamillo, I found her on Facebook. Remember I said that? And yesterday, some of the resources I shared with you, I found them on Facebook. Let's talk about social media real quick for a minute, okay? Social media is awesome, right? It allows us to connect with people that we might not can see in person. It allows us to see news and updates and resources and things like that. But we have to remember something very important. Not everything you see on the internet is true, okay? Not everything is good for us, and not everything is best. So before I share the resources with you that I find, I have to vet them, meaning as an adult and a media specialist, I look through those links, I look through those resources, and I do a little research on them. Is this a real site? Is it a good site? Is it giving factual, honest, truthful information? Is it from a person or group that I can trust? Or is it an advertising agency just trying to get my attention? Or is it someone who doesn't know what they're talking about and just typing some stuff on a page and it could be all wrong? You know, there are news sources out there which are called parodies or spoofs, meaning it's not real news. It's news made to make fun of real news. And so they're jokes. And so even though it might look like a real news article or a news story, it's pretend, it's fake, it's made for jokes. So it's very, very important that when you guys see things on social media, such as Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or TikTok or whatever social media you're into, if you see a resource or a link to something you're curious about, ask an adult to help you check it out. You want to make sure that it's legitimate and that it's real before you go investigating it, looking through it, or doing something with it, okay? So I want you guys to make sure that you are being safe when you are online using all of these awesome resources we have for you. Make sure you have an adult to help you check them out and make sure they're good, okay? All right, last thing I'm going to talk about today is I'm going to touch a little bit on the reason we're doing distance learning, right? I haven't really talked about the virus or anything up till now, except just to remind us we have been reminded about: social distancing, washing your hands like that. And some people have a lot of different opinions on this, and I'm not going to talk about opinions as far as what opinion I have, what I don't have. What I can say is this: it is a very confusing time right now. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of people getting sick. There's some people who are not sick. And there's a lot of businesses shutting down. There's restaurants that are taking extra precautions. We're taking the extra precaution of doing distance learning from school. And I wanted to share with you something that a superintendent said from one of the schools somewhere else in the country. His name was Dr. Daniel Heil. And you know what he said? He said something very important. He said, in the end, it will be impossible to know if we overreacted or did too much. But it will be quite apparent if we underreacted or did too little. So maybe you understand that and maybe you don't. But basically, what he's saying is we are all erring on the side of caution right now because we are dealing with something that we don't really know about or understand fully. And so, in an effort to keep everyone as safe as possible, we have all these things being instituted, all these rules and regulations temporarily in place to keep us safe. So, we don't know when we're going back to school yet. We don't know when things are going to be back to normal, but we do know that they will be at some point. And I want you guys to remember that we need to take these things and these rules seriously, even if we agree with them or don't agree with them, because we don't really know, you know, what's going on out there beyond what's in our house or in our school. And so I encourage you guys to think about, how it might affect other people. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. Maybe we're overreacting, maybe we're underreacting. But we won't know until it's all over. But at least we'll be safe and we'll be healthy. So that's what I'm going to leave you guys with. I hope you are doing a fabulous job on your distance learning. Don't forget to read, 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 read. Send me those pictures of what you're doing. I'm sorry about the beginning of the show where I was muted. Hope you stuck with me till the end, and I will see you later, guys. Have a great day.